YouTube. The title of this video is called A Trip Within, or Going Within, along those lines. But this is kind of a quick story time. So I'll say 2 years ago, with maybe this was maybe February. I'm gonna say this was February 2022, right? I was at the highest point that I have been spiritually. I was at the highest point I have been, having crazy experiences, having life-changing experiences, right? And that was 2 years ago, right? And looking back, I didn't go backwards, but I stayed the same. And really, I'm gonna tell you how I really want to say let some of my power dwindle was by looking for pieces of me in the outside world. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you, you want to live your life, you want every decision that you make to come from within. At least that's how I feel. Because even every decision you make, it's gonna be influenced by your outside circumstances regardless. But you gotta know what's true for you. You gotta know what's right for you. And you gotta just get out there and do things. Get what I'm saying? But so yeah, 2 years ago at my highest, then I made choices. I'm gonna say I made choices wanting materialistic things. I always been the type to keep me some money, but guess what? I was keeping that money and it was all coming from my services I was offering. Not a service that somebody was having me do, but a service that I was offering. And then I got money hungry. Let me tell you what really happened. I really wanted a dirt bike. That's what really happened. So I made decisions that put me in uncomfortable situations, right? But guess what? That dirt bike, it was something I loved, but I started to see it made me I still have it. It's down right now, and I'm not mad that it's down because it was bound to happen. But so I noticed with having this dirt bike, I'm very comfortable with the situation I'm in. I'm very comfortable with just paying my bills, riding my dirt bikes, smoking some reefer, feel me, doing my little yoga. I was very comfortable. But my life started to show me you need to go up. You need to seek elevation. You're just plateaued. You feel me? And this was the biggest plateau. This is the biggest standstill I have ever been in my life. But it feels so great. It feels so great because every time those little standstills that was in the past, every time I got over it, shit was great. But guess what? This one was a little harder. But I know I'm already getting over it. I'm already taking those steps. It's just things don't change overnight. A person isn't gonna change overnight. It's constant work that you have to do every single day. If you really want change, you have to work at it every day. Because if you're not working at it every day, like I recently was just sick. I'm not gonna say that. I recently had some stomach problems, right? And with that being said, it allowed me back into my laziness, back into my comfortability. Even though I was not feeling good, even though I had a literal excuse, I cannot just sit around and not be doing things. I was still getting things done, still doing things, that I needed to do. But I want a life with fulfillment. And those 2 years ago, right, which was 2 years ago now, showed me you can live fulfilled, and which I was when I was going in myself, doing the things for myself. But we have desires, we have wants, and sometimes we put ourselves in rough situations just for something we think we want or something we think we need. Come on, Ted. But we don't actually need those things. So we got to stop wasting our time and our life looking for happiness outside of ourselves. Everything is within. I know this was a long kind of story, but I hope that you took what I wanted you to take from it. But yeah, go within, and that's what I'm on the journey, going back within myself. I know the steps that I took to get there, and I can take those steps, but I also have to elevate those ways of getting back to myself and elevate those ways of keeping that connection strong. You feel me? And I'm telling you, what messes up the connection is looking outside for happiness. It is things, of course, that we love, but don't rush the process. When it's the time to get those things, it'll be the time. You feel me? Because when you rush, it's gonna bring more. When you rush to get something because you feel like you need it, it's not gonna bring anything good out of it. It will bring great lessons. It'll bring great hardships. And if you love hard times, like I say I do, you'll get them. You'll get them, man. You feel me? Listen, I might have to post this on TikTok. I ain't been wanting to post on TikTok, but look, a hard head creates hard times, and hard times create hard men, and hard men create soft environments for others. You get what I'm saying? And we may have heard something along those lines, but I don't know if a motherfucker ever put it down how I put it down. You feel me? I create hard times, bro. I really do. That's always been me. I always took the harder route. I always took the harder way. And I never understood until now. I never understood a lot of the things I do. But every day, I'm starting to understand why I am the way I am. Feel me? And I accept it. And I accept it. Accept every part of me, man. Every single part. Because without the parts I don't even want to accept, I wouldn't even be me. You feel me? But with all that being said, I love and appreciate every one of y'all. I don't just be saying this shit. I love everybody. I might not fuck with what everybody do, just like everybody don't fuck with what I do. And there ain't nothing wrong with not fucking with each other, as long as we love each other. You feel me? We ain't gotta fuck with we ain't gotta fuck with one another, but we gotta love one another. And that's really that simple, man. I love y'all, no cap. Keep going. Be what you gonna be. Find that inner love. It's gonna be a constant search. You feel me? I thought I had it, but guess what? Life shows you. You gotta keep constantly elevating, keep constantly changing, and we gonna get there. Fuck you mean? Let's go.